Okay, so now we will jump right into with starting with Kotlin. So in this training, we will like mostly structure this as we will study first about Kotlin. We will master Kotlin, and then we will go to the Android Studio and build some app. Okay, so what is a program? Let's go to the basics. So you can think of a program as a series of instruction for the system to perform some action. Okay, so I give some instruction, a series of instruction such as a is equals to this, b is equals to this, and then perform a plus b, and then print what is a plus b. So this is a program. For example, you could write a program that creates a birthday card. In the program, you could write an instruction to print congratulatory text or calculate someone's age from their birth year. Okay, so that is a program. What is a programming language? Just like you use human language to communicate with another person, you use programming language to communicate with the operating system of the computer. Fortunately, programming languages are less complex than human languages and quite logical. So you might be thinking that English or Hindi is very easy. Why do we need to study C++ or Kotlin or Java? They are not, they are very typical. So they are not typical. When we will end this uh, journey of our Kotlin, you will be master in Kotlin. So, and they are logical. Like when I say a is equals to 5, that means a is equals to 5. That does not mean anything else. Okay, so Android apps are written in Kotlin programming language. Kotlin is a modern language created to help developers write code efficiently with a few errors as possible. Okay, so that's why we have chosen Kotlin. So what was the creation of Kotlin? Why was you might have seen in the previous video that in 2019 the Kotlin was made as a official language for the app development. So how the Kotlin was created? Kotlin was invented to solve a developer's challenge of JetBrains. They needed a simpler tool than Java to work with their main product called IntelliJ IDEA, totally written in it. The guys investigated the alternatives, stayed unsatisfied, and decided to invent their own language. So, at the start, the Android apps were made in C++, and then they moved to Java, and they were pretty comfortable in Java. But what was the problem? The main problem was the Java code in Java was very redundant, and there were many problems. So one day Google called JetBrains that they should look into the matter. So what JetBrains did, they invented their own language. So Kotlin was invented to solve developer challenge of JetBrains. They needed a simpler tool than Java to work with their main product called IntelliJ IDEA. The guys investigated the alternative, so they invented their own language. Okay. So the main key features of Kotlin are the Kotlin offer a number of advantages in using or learning it. Okay, Kotlin programmers have access to all Java frameworks and libraries while having the ability to write more clear and concise code. So Kotlin is like just a kid of Java. So it has all the frameworks, all the libraries of Java, and it is a modern language, so it has a less a clear and concise code. They can use both languages while building a mobile solution and easily migrate their projects if needed. So if I am writing a code in particularly in Kotlin, like I am building a mobile app, so I can build a mobile app while using Kotlin and Java both simultaneously. I can write one code in Java, another code in Kotlin, and mix matches if needed. Okay, so why are we using Kotlin? So the main reasons are Kotlin is Java based. Kotlin has a familiar program. Kotlin has string insertion. Kotlin uses autocast. Kotlin has arguments and equals. Kotlin has expression and property. So I'll be explaining each of them. What does Java base mean? Kotlin programming language uh, is more recognizably it has a Java based programming language. So it is more usable. Like Java is a very old programming language, and Java environment and platform. Kotlin basically runs on Java environment and platform. Okay, this means that existing Java based project can seamlessly run on this language. Okay, so what is familiar program? So the syntax and the basic structure of this programming language are extremely easy and familiar. The reason being Kotlin is Java-based programming language, and the syntax makes use of OOP domain, object-oriented programming domain. Okay, these are the most familiar syntax and language of coding. So, what is string insertion? We will be looking into it in next videos, but I'll cover it. So, like mm, the string used in Kotlin is same as Java and very simple and familiar way of making changes in coding. Okay, so the other three we will be looking into it in a while. So just hang on. Okay, so the features of Kotlin. Okay, we have uh, we have studied the uh, definition of Kotlin, or we have studied Kotlin in the second video or the third video. Okay, so it has very more technical terms. Like Kotlin is a cross-platform, statistically typed, general-purpose programming language with type inference. Okay, so we will be looking into these terms now. So what is a cross-platform language? So a cross-platform language can be used in any operating system. So the code written in Kotlin on Windows can be executed on Mac OS as well as Linux, as well as uh, any other operating system, and vice versa. Okay, and another is statistically typed. So what is a statistically typed language? So a statically typed language is a language where variable types are known at the compile time, such as Java, C, or C++. In most of these languages, type must be expressly indicated by the programmer. Okay, so before compiling the code, the we know the variable type use. Okay, so this means that the language is able to tell the data type of any variable during the compile time and does not allow a variable to have values of different data types in a simple program. So I have defined an integer a is equals to 5. So before compiling the program, the compiler knows that a is an integer. That simply means that. Okay, so what is type inference? This means that the language can automatically detect the data type. So when I define any variable a is equals to 5, the language is uh, able to detect the data type, such as the data type of a is an integer. Okay, what is a JVM, Java Virtual Machine? So JVM is an abstract machine. It is a specification that provides runtime environment in which Java bytecode can be executed. So we will be looking more into it in a while, but overall JVM is a virtual machine, an abstract machine that provides a runtime environment for Java. So Java code is executed in it by it. So that it enables the computer to run Java programs or similar language such as Kotlin that are also compiled by Java bytecode. So it helps run the program. JVM are available for many hardware and software platform, that is JVM platform dependent. JVM is platform dependent. Okay. So what are the operations of JVM? The JVM loads code. Like I have written the code in the compiler. What now? The JVM loads the code, it verifies the code, it executes the code, and it provides the runtime environment. Okay, so that's all for this video. Stay tuned.